Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Life in the Woods Renaissance. And in today's episode, I want to kind of scope out a new area to start building in a little bit. And there's a few things that I want for this area. One, I want it to be very close to this area. I want to be able to make a road in the overworld and not have to walk super far and be in this other area. That's kind of how I want to do this whole series, in fact, is to have different areas that are all connected in the overworld by actual roads and aren't too far apart. So, maybe we build something over there and then we expand again later on and build something farther that way. So basically, wherever you're going in the world, you'll have interesting places to visit and kind of explore and all that kind of good stuff. I think that'll be really good. Now, I'm going to grab some of these dark oak saplings because they're not going to grow on their own. The other thing that I want for this new area is I want it to be different in atmosphere and environment than our current area. Like, this is a beautiful area, don't get me wrong. But if I want to build something in this type of an environment and atmosphere, I could just build it right here. So I kind of want to do something a little bit different. And find a new area that's still relatively close, but is preferably a different biome at least, and even better, a biome that is really different, has a very different feel to it than what we already had. Hello, Peaches. Speaking of which, I need to make an orchard at some point that has lots of different types of food and things that grow on trees. They're not too hard to make. You just combine the fruit with an oak sapling and then you've got it. But let's see. And, the roads that connect the areas will probably come later. Like, it's okay. I can do a lot of that stuff off camera. But ooh, we could build over here, maybe. There's not really a whole lot in this direction. In comparison to our little farm guy over there. So we could maybe build in the snow biome. That could be interesting. That could be good. That would definitely have a very different feel to it. And then, if we're doing that, it would kind of connect to the little outpost that we built a while ago that was, like, off in that direction. So we could make a road that kind of goes this way, and then we'd be in this snow biome. And this is a relatively flat area. That could be kind of fun, maybe. Possibly. So snow biome is one option. What else do we have? This kind of goes into the ocean. And I want it to be on the land. I don't want it to go off the land. I'm thinking the snow biome is probably the obvious choice, just because we've got that outpost, like, off over here a ways. There's like once you go through this snow biome, there's a plains biome. And in the plains biome, we've got a bit of an outpost going. It's kind of over here, I think? Maybe? What is this? Basalt. Nice. Okay. Anyway, getting sidetracked. But if we build in this snow biome, that's not super far, so that fulfills that requirement. It definitely has a different feel to it than the area that we've been building in, because, it's a snow biome. And then we've got this kind of taiga biome over here with all these spruce trees, which would be really good, because I think in the new biome, in the previous area where we were building, which I'm not done with, by the way. I'm not done with that area. There's still things I want to do there. But I want to start something a little bit new. Yeah, here's the little outpost that we built, which I think is kind of cute. I like it. But we've got all this spruce, and in the previous area, we used a lot of dark oak and spruce. And I think in the new area, I want to use a little bit different building materials than what we were using before. I think spruce is definitely a good choice for a wintry biome, especially since if you think about it, like what kind of trees grow in winter? Well, spruce trees do. So I think that makes sense, not only from a design perspective, but from a kind of a lore perspective as well. Now the question is, what would we mix it with? Spruce and maybe fir. That could be an option. I do have another lumber axe. I seem to remember there was a fir forest kind of over this way. And fir gives this kind of really worn, weathered look. That is a long way down. Okay. Yes, being careful so as not to die a horrible death. Yes. Okay. So we got this fir biome. I can see it in the distance over there. These fir trees, that could be a really good option for a mix. Possibly, maybe. Let me chop one of these guys down. I don't think... Well, this lumber axe will be able to take down this one, for sure. That one's only one wide. The other thing, too, is that some of these are really big trees. So, like, these really thick ones here, that I can get a lot of fir wood very quickly, which is a good thing. But let's chop down a couple of these, get ourselves some fir wood, and we'll just kind of check and see how we feel about some of this kind of stuff. This thing is not going to take down another tree, is it? Nope. Not all the way, anyway. That's all right. I have another lumber axe. Can I reach that from here? Oh, almost. Nope, you can do it. There we go. Let's tear down the rest of that. Nice. Okay. And then I guess we'll take down one of the really big ones. Wow, look at the durability on that lumber axe. Just drop like a rock. That should be a sickening amount of fir wood. I should be set. Oh yeah, we got a pretty good amount now. And I'll make more axes and things like that as we go. But that is a good thing. That should help us out tremendously. And then I guess we'll grab some spruce too, kind of while we're over here, because we're going to need some of that. And what I want to do is I want to start building a little bit. I don't know that I want to do a lot of building in this episode, because this one's more of a planning stage type episode, if that makes any sense. So I'm not really set on building a specific type of structure or even really building a structure at all. But I do definitely want to kind of lay out a block palette and get an idea of what we're going to be building in this area. So, okay, that's a decent amount of spruce. I think I'm going to make one more lumber axe and chop down some more spruce trees. So let me get some more resources gathered here, guys, and I will meet you over in the snow biome in just a second. All right, guys, I am back, and I've been doing some resource gathering, been doing some planning, things like that. And I've marked out a couple places on the map here. I've found a cave, and this is actually a ravine, where we can get some materials, some of the various types of cobblestone that are in this mod pack, because there's a whole bunch of different types. So we've got like eclogite, soapstone, basalt, all that kind of good stuff. And I want to incorporate at least one or two of those into this new area as far as the building style goes. And I'm kind of thinking soapstone would be pretty cool just because it's very light in color, kind of like the snow. So that might be an option. But as far as actually building, I'm thinking this area right in here looks pretty good. I mean, it's relatively flat. It's kind of in between all the things that it needs to be in between. If we look at the map, we are right here. Our old house is right down here. And our little waypoint thing is right up here. So this is kind of right in the middle. So I'm thinking like this area is kind of where we'll build. Just like right in here, basically. Oh, hey, come back. Wrong button. There we go. Now I don't know. It could be kind of a cool thing to do. Actually, we could build like right in here and then kind of build around it up here. That could be kind of cool. You know, kind of play with the elevation a little bit. That might be an option. But I also gathered a whole bunch of wood. I've got a ton of fir. I've got a ton of saplings, which is obviously really important. And I've got a bunch of spruce as well. So let's kind of lay out a little bit of a block palette here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and make a double chest just right off the bat. Because we're going to, let's be honest, we're going to need it while we're building so that we have a place to put our stuff. Otherwise, this is not going to go very well. Let's take this stuff back. Put that in here. And then we'll just grab all of this stuff. The iron can go back in. That's fine. Okay. So, there we go. Now, block palette, as I was saying. So let's grab a couple different types of materials. I don't think I'm going to use sandstone. I found some sandstone, but I don't think... Sandstone doesn't really make sense to me for this area. It seems a little out of place. So let's just grab a couple different things. And we'll lay out the fir, the spruce logs, fir logs. Those look pretty good together, I think. And then we've got... Ooh, that basalt is really nice. Nice and dark. And they've kind of got this eclogite as well, which mixes really well with the fir. I mean, that's really not a bad block palette. These materials right here. And then maybe for the roads, we'll go... Can you chisel gravel? Are there any chiseled gravel textures? No, there aren't. Okay, we could go maybe gravel and... What is gravel most closest to in color? It's pretty close to the soapstone in color. So we could maybe do a road that's like gravel, soapstone, and maybe something else. I don't know what yet, but something else. Maybe fir, possibly. Fir's not really gray, though. I'd want it to be a gray color for the roads. I don't know. But I think this is a pretty good block palette. This looks good. So let's kind of plan this out. I'm kind of thinking fir for the floors in most of these buildings, which means the walls would probably be spruce. And then we do a highlight. I really like the basalt with the spruce. Like, that's just a really nice color. So let's kind of maybe lay out a little bit of something. So we'll go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we'll just kind of connect those up like this. I think that'll work. I'm going to have to kind of move some of this stuff around a little bit, but that's fine. So maybe we'll... Actually, you know what we should do? I kind of want to do this in a little bit of a different building style as well. So I'm going to try something that I don't really do very often. I'm going to try something a little bit different. So let's grab some spruce planks. And you know what? We can maybe we'll go with these chiseled ones. That could be kind of cool. Is that the right one? Here we go. So maybe we'll go like this and just kind of lay out an area like so. Something kind of along those lines. Like, that's kind of our main house shape. And then this is 9, so we'll maybe over here. Well, no, that I don't care for. Oh! Come on. There we go. Maybe we'll go... I'd kind of like this to be a larger house, maybe? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Because this would be an interior windowy type thing. like a wall of some sort. So we get like a 5 by 7 here. And then maybe we go with that. Maybe we go with that, and then on the second floor, we'll do something a little bit different. Kind of like that idea. Yeah, that should do, I think. Now, we need to grab some spruce logs like so. Oh, hey, come back, you. There we go. And in the corners here, let's go 5. And then we'll do one here as well. This, that's not going to match up then, though. That's going to look a little derp. Just because of the way that this is laid out. Although, we could pretty easily divide this. I don't know. I'm not liking this at all, honestly. I think I'm going to scrap it and start over completely. Let's just do that. Sometimes it's better to just kill it with fire and start over. Because I'm not happy with the way that this was turning out. I think we need to... Decisions. So many decisions. I do like this block palette, though. I think that's really good. Because part of this whole thing is that I also don't want to build in the same style that I've been building. I want this to be a little bit different for very obvious reasons. Let's just take a little sleep here. And we've been building in a very rustic style over in, I guess I'll call it the rustic village, over that way? Maybe this way. Whatever way it is. We've been, sunrise in the east. Yeah, this way. We've been building in a very rustic style over there. And I think here I want to build more of like a Nordic medieval type style. And there's a couple buildings over in that village that look very Nordic, without a doubt. But I'm thinking I want something a little bit different here. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and lay down a pillar here. 2, 3, 4, 5, lay down a pillar here. And here, maybe. And then maybe we do the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this house would go like right here. And that's kind of right up against the hill, which I think is fine. And that's actually not too bad. That's not bad. We can work with that. Now, the interior of this house would be itty-bitty if we do this. We're talking like a 3x3 interior. But that wouldn't necessarily be the end of the world. And it would give us some nice depth. Because, I mean, ultimately... Oh, I'm building with the wrong material again. These are supposed to be chiseled. Chiseled spruce, not regular spruce. Go, self. Good job. Well done, self. Well done. Try again. Here we go. So maybe we lay down something kind of like this, right? There we go. And then what I'm thinking is when we build this up to the second floor, we'll have it kind of expand. We'll maybe put like a balcony or a window or something to really kind of mix up the side and make it more interesting. Because right now this is kind of boring. It's just a box. And we want to avoid straight boxes if we can. Shape is such a huge part of making builds look good. So I'm thinking we'll go up 4 high here. Like this. There we go. We'll go ahead and... I can't reach, can I? Grab some spruce. There we go. Build these up to the same height. Oh, falling. That's okay. I can get up here. We'll do that. This. And then what we need is a little bit of a transition. And I'd like to go with a different material there. Maybe we go... How's this eclokite look? If we do some eclokite stairs, or eclogite, however it's pronounced, whatever. How's it look if we do maybe something like this? You really can't even tell that that's cobble. It looks just like cobble. I don't want it to look just like cobble. Let's try the basalt, maybe. If we do something like this, and what we could do is block, and then we could do a stair here and here, and then here and here. Nope, there's no slope there. Let's try this, maybe. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. I don't know, though. I still don't know that I like that very much. I don't think I do. Because what I'm kind of envisioning, right, is like a little thing. I mean, I suppose we could just use spruce wood to kind of frame out these windows, or these areas like this. Like so. We could just kind of frame it out with spruce. And then, I need to get up there. We could go like this and do some kind of a transition there. Possibly, maybe. Because what I'm envisioning is kind of this house that's bigger on top, right? I think that makes sense. So maybe... Let's make some spruce stairs here. Or actually, let's try the basalt. Let's see how that looks. That might look good. So we would do something kind of like that. Yeah, that's not bad. And then we'd maybe... Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's make some more of these. So we kind of bring it and then we turn it. Like so. So that it wraps around, it provides the support, or it looks like it's providing the support for those other areas, but then it also kind of increases the... Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like it. Okay. Then the trick becomes making the second part, the second story, still look good. That becomes the hard part. Can I make that jump? I don't think so. So let's try this out then. If we take these and kind of bring them across like that, does that look super bad? Not really. It doesn't look too bad. We may want to... We may want to do something along these lines. Just so we kind of frame, break up this little transition here. We want to break up that texture change. But we could do something like that, or we could put like a flower box here or something like that as well. And I think that would work. And then that will give us a pretty decent sized house once it's done. I like the way that looks. We can do kind of the same thing with these right here, just like so. Which I think looks all right. And then connect those up with the basalt as well. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'm liking that. I mean, it's not perfect. That's obviously not done. But you can at least kind of get the general feel of how it's going to look, which I think is really important. It's really kind of about the feel in this episode, not so much the actual build itself. I'm just trying to kind of plan stuff out. I really like the basalt with this, though. I think this looks good. So I'm going to get some more work done in this house, guys. I'll come back to you in just a little bit. All right, guys, I am back, and I've got some more work done in the house, and you can kind of get a feel for how it's going to look. And I think it's really kind of a good look. I like it. I'm actually quite a fan of it. Then we'll have a nice big roof on these. I don't know. I was thinking Nordic originally, but I'm kind of thinking maybe we'll do like a gabled roof, like a Dutch gabled roof, which is kind of the same style as you would see on like a barn, for example. Kind of goes up really steep and then comes to a really shallow point here and then comes back down. So we'd really have kind of a Tudor style in this area, which wouldn't be bad. I don't know. We'll see. Or we could go with the really high kind of Nordic style roofs that I do all the time as well. I don't know. There's a lot of different options. But let me know what you think, because guys, I am out of time for this episode. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.